Good one. So it's Songless. I mean, I'm sure you know the actual reason why I say Songless, right? But it'd be a bit worse if I'd had no music, right? Just a, well, it's a nice little art piece, right? With melody and the fair in the background. How you doing, Professor? Can you teach me some geography? I just have to wait for an opponent. Ugh. Oh. Yeah. They skipped my funny bones when I was born. But anything different against Benji? That's all you got would be good, but I took it out. That's not a bad hand. I kinda just have to let things through. Hopefully they can't do 20. Well, hopefully they're enjoyable games and we get the combo off. Well, they have a pretty strong opener, especially if we're just eating the damage. 11 off of 3 cards. I think it's all or nothing. Alright, we just got the combo. I mean, we couldn't really block much anyway. So we can't block. 9 off of 2 cards. I think we should be fine, unless they get like another Ravenous Rabble. Slightly better though, right? Because of the no block. But yeah, I always thought he'd be the spokesperson for Crouching Tiger. But they just don't sit at the sweet spot. It all depends if the last attack is 4, then they can flick knives. But I suppose if it is 4, then I can block. But they're probably a tad confused. Okay. That's our turn. If we get the draws, we're happy. Otherwise, complete waste. Pay the gold. We have a decent amount of search, so that's nice. Vanish, go again. I should look up what the error is. We do get it quite often. Pick card is definitely nice, but we definitely aren't at war. Or to buff. Get rid of Rip Away. I don't think they make tokens, but you never know. Really want Cash Out or Tome of these 2 cards. No, more pick cards. Well, we definitely pick a card. They have no duplicates. Spring Tidings. We got 1 silver. Well, we could only have gone 1 silver. Just give me time so we can continue drawing. But yeah, off the top of the deck, I don't feel like we're going to get the combo. No. Unless we high roll here, but then we're also out of resources. So I could only really do one final act. Still take Tome. With the one floating resource, it's kind of okay. All we get is a wage gold. Definitely unfortunate. Or wage or why not? We drew through what? 5, 7, 11, 12 cards? I can just do 40 minus 28. So 8 card draw. Not our best sequence. Maybe I shouldn't have committed with the 2 Art Wars in hand. I could have just played one, I suppose. Buffed the block and then defended. That would have probably been the smart thing to do. And just try and go for the combo off the bat. X5 is definitely a rough spot. What do we draw into? I always hate seeing that we're just a few cards short of the combo, which we weren't, so I'm not that gutted then. Alright, they're just gonna damage us down. How we expanded with cards from hand, yeah, and we don't even have unmovable in the arsenal. That's 4 damage with the flick knives. Although they didn't pay, are they? They should still have us. Well, what's a 3? Maybe I should overblock there to disrupt the chain. But we've had to keep the fighting spirit. What are they debating about? We take 1, so if they just have 2 damage, exactly, we lose. Yeah, because now they can just flick knives. And we could do that and survive on 1. Kind of pushing it. Alright, but they get the mask anyway, which allows them to needle. Alright, we'll call this a warm-up, and I will try to play smarter without just strictly going for the combo. It's so tempting when your hand's so stacked on draw. I do have one other interesting deck to try as well. I've been tinkering with Riptide and just traps. See how viable it could actually be. But it also gave me a decent idea for new going into the Misfail. There is a nice interaction you can do. I guarantee you can find an attack. So if she gets a broken attack, you have some fun, especially with the other blue reaction, right? The one that's similar to Final Act. Okay, we're going first. That's less desirable. I want to put both. Oh God, I want to put all 3 in my arsenal. Yes, unmovable's the safer bet if we're still fishing. Do we attack at all? No, I think we just pass. We're gonna put performance bonus. Right. The +1 damage isn't huge. Being able to attack with 2 attacks is good enough. What is it? First time, gains go again, so it's not the hit. So it doesn't matter about denying it. And at least if we're lower, we have Fighting Spirit. Yeah, Dory is definitely a lot slower. Apparently, a lot slower. Interesting. Well, I guess we just go for maximum gold. We don't really worry about the Fighting Spirit. Either way, we start with performance bonus. We probably just block with equipment, so yeah. Still don't think we need the 6, so I'm probably going to Arsenal the Tome. We can either recover 1 or go for gold. Given their equipment, I think the recover 1's probably better. Because there's no way they allow us to have the gold, right? Because they can just 2 for Temper, 2 for Battle Worn, and the Crown of Providence if need be, or 1 card. But unfortunate. Yeah, you called the Dynamo. The end phase, if you attack 2 or more times, it gets... Alright, yeah, you just want to continue to recycle it. We'll do Fighting Spirit. At least it's a guaranteed effect. Given they kept their hand, they either have nothing or they're trying to set up. So I guess maybe unmovable and we wait on the tome. Not the best course of action. Yeah, so they are movable to deny Dawnblade. He's good here. Was doing 7, so he unmovable and probably ditch the tunic. Although she can't have a reaction because she has no resources left. She didn't use Breakboard Braces. Is there any 0 cost reactions? Always has all these on-hit effects. And the second swing's going to be much worse. First attack, first attack. Next weapon gains 2 and go again, yeah. And we could just face tank the 7. Iron Song response. She will draw. Well, if it's going to go through anyway, then I might as well try and keep our combo hand. Just do unmovable. I mean, 1 more swing isn't so bad. Still an extra 5. 6. 7. Was for 8 for the second swing? 9. That is kind of bad. We have the cash out, we Arsenal Tome. I mean, Tunic's up, we can't really go for it because we're missing a card. We need to buy 1 more turn. So I have to ditch the Encore and hope we draw back into 1. Just so we don't take too much damage. Ah. You're one with the predictions tonight. Damn. That's bad. Okay. So annoyingly, it's literally just cash out. Keep the Mage Master, get rid of the Tome as well, and that Tunic as well. Stash the Tome and hope she just goes for another setup turn, which is kind of hard because she has the copper and everything. Ah, there we go. I mean, God. Yeah, we're one turn short, unfortunately. That's 2. If she has Blade Runner, Razor Reflex, I guess we just see. I don't want to ditch anything from my hand anyway. Just go again. Just go again is not that bad. It could be that bad. So it's 4. She's missing 2 damage. There's 3. How much do we have to block? So we just sacrifice, pick a card. We take 1 and hope this isn't another Iron Song response. It's another Iron Song response. It just sucks, but there's nothing else we can do. And then we can just go into the combo. We have silver, we have gold on board. It all depends on what the last card is. Alright, we get a turn. So now we just have to hope. Okay, so Mage Master off with the eye is a definite. Please show us good cards. There are 2 blues, but we need to find Encore and Final Act, so I'm going to bottom them both. Kind of sucks, we would like to see one of our reds or yellows there. Is it Tome first or Art of War first? We'd end up getting back to the right amounts, so it doesn't really matter. That just gives me more options. We can Art of War, Banish, go again. There are the wage gold. There's cash in. I think we cycle with silver first before we decide whether or not we want to just use cash in off the gold or try to pay for it. Oh, this round's on me. Thank you. Oh, rear guard. It's looking like... Yeah, we got both cash in. So 1 cash in is definitely off the gold. And then the other cash in is off the 2 blues. Bunch of draw, but unfortunately it looks like we're not going to end up getting what we want. That is really good. Lead the charge. Into a tome for 2 more draw. Yeah. So I have to pick a card for more silver. Does Remembrance help us at all? We're only missing 1 Encore. We gave it our best shot. Blade Flurry. So our literal 2 draws have to be Final Act, Final Act, or Final Act Encore. Right? So 3 and 17. I don't like our chances, unfortunately. Suppose keep the attack in case we get 1 Final Act. I mean, I'll still take 1 Final Act. We have a decent amount of damage. Nope. So it's a bust, unfortunately. You can only really play 1 attack. And that is just the way it goes sometimes. I mean, we drew over half our deck, right? But it's in the bottom. Which is why I'm excited for New and Into the Blue Yonder. Because there is something interesting you can sort of do to guarantee you'll get your attack. Although in that case, you're looking for the reaction. I wonder if there is any fish reaction cards. How much damage would we have done? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. Yeah, so if we had got 2 Final Acts or Final Act Encore, we would have done enough damage, surely. Because it would have been about the max we could have hit as well. Do I care about the lead charge? It allows us to do 2 Final Acts, but we have nothing to go into it anyway. God. I don't even need the attacks. Ordering doesn't matter because we've gone through both Art of Wars. No, we only went through 1? Yeah, we only went through one. What matters. But we're not going to live another turn anyway. It's literally in the bottom of the deck. We know they have Blade Flurry. So I have to block. Because I'd like this to regenerate silver. You know what? Yeah, I do want it to regenerate silver. We'll do it with 3. Run through. This next one's doing 5. The next one's doing 7. So we can survive another turn, but it doesn't really help. Only Golgarian Tome or something else. Oh, thank you for finally showing up. Yeah. Of course we get some silver. Right, well, it doesn't matter. The nice thing is Lead the Charge allows us to do double Final Act. We don't need the Art of War. But just a little too late. They were literally clustered together at the bottom of the deck. And well, you know they have enough cards here to push damage. Maybe I should have gone the other way. Block with Encore, then rally the rearguard. But we wouldn't have anything to spend on the silver, so it wouldn't have mattered. That would have been 5. Oh wow. We actually survived a lot longer than we were thinking. Maybe the right thing was to hold off another turn. When we didn't get pretty early. I think maybe that's the go, right? If we use our draw cards and we don't end up getting the pieces, hold silver and the gold. No worries, Professor. Thanks for hanging out. Enjoy your sleep. Prism. Well, that's a bad matchup. Burn the Ripple away. I think we just stash the Final Act for now. Are we trying to block for a turn? For instance, they have. I mean, technically, we could now just swing at the Parable. So I guess we might as well do that. And that allows us to get rid of Brothers in Arms. I guess that's kind of better. We both get to search for cards. I think it's too early for Final Acts. I'll stash the move ball. Yeah, so our turn is basically just a move ball and then 2 pick a card. Stash the Final Act and hope that we're fine. 20 straight away. So we've got 6 there. I can block with the Tunic, and then that's done. Probably the best thing to do. Fortunately, we don't have poppers. At least it denies the draw effect. And we just have to take 7. Problem with our poppers, they have such high damage. Oh, cool, Jacob. Spectral Shield for 1. And we're still not doing anything. Basically just pick a card and hope we survive one more turn. Pick a card. Got 4 and draw, which is very bad. Yeah, they definitely have way too much damage. We only got 1 silver. They just pitch the Soul Shield and they're fine. And we didn't even get much silver. It's another bust on the combo. Is Dory your main, Jacob? It was actually funny though. Professor was in it before, was calling him plays. I think the Arsenal does really matter. We're dead on board. There's the yellow, so it's 7, 7. Guess we really just need poppers. Deck's definitely better suited against low damage. More aggro style decks with all the defensive stuff we're taking. Let's give Riptide a go. I do have to thin out the deck though. But here are 4 cards. Deck is definitely janky. Okay. Have you had much success with events and whatnot? And I assume when you say dash, old dash, right? Or is new dash actually better? No, I think old dash is the one right at the top of the Living Legend board from memory. Who's better? We'll have a premeditate. Where's the little copy button? Okay. So this is literally as the namesake says. Riptide. Literally traps and Mask of Malicious Manifestation to find Fire Breather. We just want to stack our hand, so we won't go first. Could be interesting. I don't know how it will actually perform, but the combo seems fun. So, Codex does help them, unfortunately. It's not a bad hand. Okay. Interesting. I'm not sure if just Riptide's a bad matchup for them. Not here. Do I have to delete a deck? I probably have to delete decks. Let's try again, and I can explain the deck a little bit better. Right, so the bow and the quiver mean nothing. They're just jank. All we're really doing is trapping, and then eventually if we get a nice draw chain, this one's bad, we can then just go Mask of Malicious Manifestation to find Fire Breather, and pitch a bunch into Fire Breather. That's the idea, at least. The execution of this will definitely be better in new, right? Because Mask Malicious Manifestation to find any attack will just run better attacks, and then you have the new blue damage equal to your blue pitches. So double Fire Breather is definitely bad here though. Cash Out's kind of nice. We're going to do that straight away. Right, get rid of the bow, quiver, absolutely confuse our opponents. And I guess we just play Burdens. The Burdens is nice because it's just a straight up cycle card. Doesn't really matter what we put in our arsenal. I'm sure they're pretty confused. That's also the main thing. Top 2 with dash at skirmish. Oh, cool. Bricked so hard against Klloo. Funny enough, I won my first skirmish playing Klloo. Yeah, success is still awesome to hear. Do you want 5 breathing in the arsenal? Doesn't really matter, we get the arsenal prompt at the end of turn. I mean, dash is sort of similar to Klloo, to some extent, right? Because I assume you pistol dash, yeah? Right, you're just trying to get a big turn where you can just revolver. I think that's fine, we just arsenal 5 breathe. I do have to sort of learn this deck as we go. But yeah, we have traps, which I actually don't like, right? Because 5 breathe in the arsenal is horrible in that extent. Yeah, I shouldn't have put 5 breathe into the arsenal. Out of Triumph. Baffling Trap is go again, they discard one, and don't trigger the on-hit effects, which is actually kind of nice against Prism. I think it's not as bad as I'm thinking. No Dominate. Plus we get the burn damage, which is what we really want. The cards like Seduce Secrets are just here to cycle, right? Because with Riptide, if you put it into the arsenal, it becomes a draw card, which makes it really nice. And we basically just neuter their turn every time. And our little burn eats through their what's it called? Ward. The issue is our turn. I definitely don't like the Fire Breather in the arsenal. I think we should never ever put it into the arsenal. Because now we have to Fire Breather. I don't like as much. We can Deep Blue 1 away and push for 6 damage. Guess that's not as bad. And then just look for traps. Oh, really? Interesting. So what exactly are you trying to do with your dash deck? Just play a bunch of items, right? Like grenades and whatnot to whittle down your opponent. So we can cycle away Fire Breather. Right, we don't care that it's at the bottom because we have the mask to get it back whenever we want. And then we just play the other Fire Breather, and I'm just gonna pitch Seduce Secrets into it. Not a whole bunch of damage. But usually as long as we have one trap, right, then we don't really care about the arsenal. We'll be able to put another trap back there. Hoping we get the payoff. We actually see it in action. This is the payoff, actually. It's unfortunate because we can only pitch for 2 though. But basically we go real in. Wish I had gone rid of the Deep Blue. But we go... I'm gonna go full mount, I think. Get rid of the tome. This finding traps is better. We go 4. Get rid of tome. Get rid of pendulum traps, fine, we'll get more. It's instant, so it doesn't matter if it's our arsenal. Doesn't really matter. Pass. If we get a trap that needs the arsenal, it's better to have it in hand, I suppose. Okay, so that's horrible. We get 1 trap out of that. as reload. No, and then we just play the other one. Okay, that was the worst draw. Starting item is the Klloo Pounder. Try to go as fast as possible. Ah, that's interesting. Okay, so my deck is over 50% traps. This is the absolute worst showing. But you never know what might happen. We still have the other draw engines for Mask of Malicious. 5 with Dominates. Depends played 2, nope. First played or activated. Okay, so both of them are not active. They're also the worst traps. Buzzsaw would have been the right thing to keep, maybe. So the hope was that Reel-In actually does its job, and we had a whole hand of traps to pick and choose from. But nope. I double down. Yeah, I don't want the hit effect. That's also a nice thing, playing around Dominate with Riptide's effect. It's a super defensive deck. If we could actually land the correct traps, we'd have the burn damage to back it up. The hope was that Reel-In allows us to overdraw. We then Mask of Malicious back the Fire Breather, and then we just have a massive Fire Breather turn. Definitely want Tome back around. Alright, we have cash in off of the silver, so that's nice. We're not destroying it, we're only blocking it. What do we have? Greater than its base, or gets -2. -2 is kind of nice, right? Because then that makes it 5 anyway. Why is that so blurry? Right, so we go with Boulder. We then stick the Rock Slide into the arsenal. Ward also pings away some of the other stuff. God, if we could do the 2 damage, do it using 1 damage to ping away the Figments is so good. Juice Secrets isn't oh, it is an instant. Huh. I could be greedy, right? I think I would be greedy. We can do Seduce Secrets. We might as well look at... Well, it doesn't really matter who you look at. I'd usually... strategic planning. I was too greedy. Because I would use this as a way to sort of opt, right, for Reel-In. Burns of the Past, also nice, because we should have close to enough traps now. But yeah, greedy was not the correct thing there. And we don't even get to ping away. I don't have another trap. We can use strategic planning to defend. Just more... Well, the return of 0 is nice. It's does it work with Reel-In? No, it's an action card, right? Yeah. But it's basically find any trap. So you just find the one that's correct for the matchup. Do I have any other blocking equipment? No, it's Blade Break. So we can cash in. I don't think I care to this turn. Is there anything we're really searching for? I mean, we get 3 of a kind. That kind of works. So we take the Dreadbore and... Ah, that was a mistake. Doesn't matter, we didn't get punished. Codex does help them a little. How many traps do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're only halfway for burdens. Probably just burn burdens anyway. Yeah, we just want a massive hand of traps. Absolutely ridiculous. Dying State goes into cash in, so it doesn't really help. Premeditate, we're not doing Fire Breather this turn. Well, I mean, we could just Fire Breather this turn. I don't know if we're surviving, though. So the only issue with combo is there's just no good way to handle the randomness with 4 draw and... I mean, again, the draw mechanic is fantastic in Fab, right? I think it's well designed. Just does not favor combo decks. I mean, they have enough damage in auras anyway. Right, they have 1... Oh, did on damage effect? Yeah, 2 arcane. Alright, let's have a look at the actual deck list. Okay. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, 12... You know what? I take it back. It's not 20. I'm not running the 6. I completely forgot. Thought of trying a value-based melody with defensive options like crowd control and interlude. Might be interesting. For me, it's pretty fun to play with. I mean, our melody deck is actually pretty defensive, right? Regular Rearguard is fantastic. Brothers in Arm. It's keeping the blue theme. It outperforms the ones that you've just suggested for blue, right? Plus then you've got a Move Ball, Token Disruption. I've cut out basically all the amulets and talismans, which I normally would play, again, to make consistent silver. Because that's the real combo side. I mean, yeah, you could probably take out some of the attacks and the pick of cards for a bit more defense. But it's actually ended up a pretty well-rounded deck. I'm just very greedy when I play it, and I don't like playing defensively. But, like, crowd control and interlude, they're not, to me, statted well. Right, blue is you pay 3. For 3 versus Brother in Arms, you pay 1 for 4, right? Plus it's a 2 cost. I know that's instant. It's a 0 block, right? So that's the slight issue. But still, it's equivalent. But then you get 1 extra block, right? 3 for 3. They're both 3 in that scenario. And then interlude as well. What do I think of interlude? Again, if you're running the red variants, definitely a lot better than these box. Then you could also take all the other ones as well. Blue interlude is just 1 damage, and then if it was just prevented damage, great copper. It's just they made all the interactions again UPF, so they don't interest me. Even all the songs and whatnot. I don't see why they couldn't have given you your own benefit and still been balanced. But yeah, pick a card's probably the only package to cut out to run a few more defensive options. But then even in the longer games, I've had to take like Remembrance to cycle back in Final Act and Encore to try and go for another swing around. Ah, okay, like a strictly normal attack-ish deck. Something like... Wide? Right, with like Money Where Your Mouth Is, Razor Reflex. Belittle is usually the sequence, right? Because then you go Belittle, you can gain pitch by getting Minimalism into your hand and then only pitching 1, right? You can guarantee find yourself a blue to pitch away again, or buff, I suppose. And then like Exude Confidence as another resource spender instead of just Final Act. Or even a big version. That interests you. where we have Pummels, Wage Gold, Fire Breather. Right, and you can even run Test of Strength then because you're in higher damage. Again, Fire Breather is the other resource spender instead of Exude Confidence, where it works with Razor Reflex, Fire Breather because it works with Pummel. I mean, Final Act to me is still a payoff, right? If you're not playing Final Act, then is there really a point to playing Melody? So, for me, the problem with, like, Wounded Ball... I know I play Fighting Spirit, but even that, and, like, Scar for a Scar, is if you don't get Final Act to do the job, right, you're then at a disadvantage because they're going to be lower than you, most likely. But yeah, I can see the comeback. And even then, was it Down But Not Out? Which again, would have been fantastic and definitely an alternative version to play if the equipment and tokens weren't separated. Which I think makes a lot more sense. Just lower HP and lower board presence would have made it such a better card. Oh well, I digress. Let's see if we can get Riptide to actually do what I want him to do. And also swap in the traps, I think. What to take out? We have to cut 6 cards. Definitely the Tome. I do like the idea that you can use it to put something into your arsenal. But in that scenario, the instant effects are better. Probably 1 cash in, 1 starting stake. Again, the combo cash out, get rid of the bow and the quiver. That pays for 1 cash in. And you could probably just cut that altogether. Tome and Mage Master, because Mage Master's on the board. It's probably Plague Hive, cash in, cash out is the correct thing to get rid of. If you had Crown of Dominion, cash in would have been better, because then it's always a +1 to hand. It's just having 1 extra trap. Obviously the versatility, then also just the extra defense. Should be useful. We'll see how this goes. But I would say I've explored many options with Melody. High Roller is definitely the one that has worked out the most often. Again, taking amulets. If you stack your deck with enough amulets, then, you know, if you start with 1 or 2 for turn 1, all you have to find the cash out, and you'll have more than enough silver. I mean, there are some amulets that are also interesting to me. Like, Amulet of Ignition was one. Could be nice to get the -1. Alright, so it's destroy this, next ability you activate costs 1 less, so it makes the Mage Master boots 3. The intervention has come in handy a bunch as well, preventing lethal. Olympia, interesting. I think Olympia is a good matchup because the go-agains and the attack reactions are all active. Not the best start, but we can also combo right away. So we literally go Deep Blue, get rid of Blood Rot. Then we can Mask. Get rid of Buzzsaw, hope for a blue. We draw the Fire Breather. No, we drew the Fire Breather because of Mask. Might as well Braces. Then we just do Premeditate. Yep. Don't put anything to the arsenal. Favor Kind. Put Fire Breather into the arsenal. And then just play Fire Breather. It's not as much damage as what I'd like. But we can pump it to 9, 11. And we can always get the hit effect too. So I'm going to get rid of the Stew Secrets, but I think we keep the Reel in. I mean, if he has defense reactions, we can just pump it higher. Which is also nice, because it's instant, so we can basically just always get over whatever they're doing. Yeah. Oh, it's still doing enough damage. Was it? It's prevent 3. So if we want the Ponder token, we have to use Reel in. Which is fine, because again, we pitch it away. She'll come back eventually. Did I not do the math right? We were 1 damage short somehow? Spent the next 3 damage. And it was 7. 3, 5, 7. Curious. I found a trick with down but not out where you can run quick step to give your opponent a quick in whilst you destroy your one. Yeah, that's pretty cool. And then you automatically equipment down. You just need the HP. It's definitely good. It's not greater yet, so I don't really want to trap it. I guess we kind of just burn the Reel in and hope for something. Do 3. Come on, show me traps. None of these need to be in the arsenal. Perfect, see? Look at that, 4 traps. Maximum efficiency with Reel in. Any of these want to be in the arsenal? Yep, Pitfall does. So, I guess it's Pitfall, something else, load up another trap. Does that ever go again? Or it's basically just Pitfall. Take the 1. They paid the 2. Is it worth using another trap? Allows us to load up another one. But I don't think they're swinging. See, now this would be the better turn to go into Mask of Malicious Manifestation, because we have so much resources. I think we leave it. Although we do get as many choices as we want. Definitely gonna be an interesting match. We've burned our combo, which makes me sad. Again, I need to watch that back, because I don't understand. It was 10. 7 block, 3 prevent. Yeah. Alright. Rock Slide is probably going to be better. Because I assume he's just trying to buff Decimator. Probably confused about what we're doing exactly. I mean, you should know our hand is just all traps. And I guess we could stalemate? Yeah, it's just buffs. So now Buzzsaw shuts it down. What you really need is Dominate, because then that only allows us to cycle one trap. Problem is, we don't actually want to play Rock Slide here. I mean, we could probably negate enough damage without the Buzzsaw, considering he can't pitch. We need one other trap. But 1/1 counter on equipment they control is good. Sort of. I mean, we're not attacking, so it's not as useful. Right. Buzz. I think we need the damage from the boulder. Put Pitfall in the arsenal. I guess it's just the blood spell. Anything with 2, it doesn't really matter. None of them get destroyed. I guess if they use the Garlet, no, because if they use it, it's the effect anyway. It doesn't really matter. Yeah, so we basically just burn them down with traps. And so far it's working out. Buzzsaw's definitely got to come in handy, right? They're not really buffing. They're not really go again buffing, I should say. As he buffs. Yeah, so Buzzsaw just shuts down here. I mean, there's still a chance we draw into the other Fire Breather. Do we burn the Collapsing? Because I doubt it ever really comes into effect. I think we're still ahead, so it's fine, we just take the damage. The Vigor's not a big deal. Again, we're just completely reactive. Until we get Fire Breather. Serious, this deck must look so weird. I don't think I've seen anyone go full trap tide. Tripwire needs to be in the arsenal. Perfect. Yep, just more traps. We should be at burn in the past, maybe? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nope, 4 more. Ready to become a cycle. Dominate's fine. Is it? No, all our effects are go again. Yeesh. It's a rough turn. But we can end up playing 3 traps, so it's not horrible. Problem is, hit effects, that's 1 damage. Although, do you not get the damage if they pay? That's probably how it works. The effect actually has to go off. Yeah. So as long as they pay, it's fine. But I don't see why they would pay. Actually, no, I think it already did the 1. Right, but then we can do... Okay, they don't run go again. So it really doesn't matter what traps. Basically just... Trap. And I kind of want to get rid of 4, so Burdens is a draw card. How is this meant to work? Until the end of turn, target hero can't play defense reactor. Because it doesn't even specify end of their turn, it just says end of turn. I don't know what they were thinking when they made this card. I mean, we're not using it for the correct purpose, but... yeah. Put something in our arsenal. Wait, I'm confused. What did I just do? Oh, right, we're playing Frowsy. Which trap do we want to get rid of? The yellow. So that should be 6 block. Is it? Yeah. Ah, it's overkill. Fine. So I kind of just want to play Burdens to get out. I do like it. Let's draw. Let's get rid of it. Oh, actually, this doesn't work, right? Because, see how it says target hero? Can't actually target on Teleshare. Doesn't need to be in the arsenal, so I'm not going to put it in the arsenal. I mean, we played anyway. We'll put it in the arsenal. Really need our fire breather turn, though. There's another real int, that's good. But this is the whole issue. Really want Mask of Malicious Manifestation up. I think it's only a small real in off of 2. We can still do 4, actually. Pitch the Pendulum Trap, does it? Attacking hero is played or activated a reaction this chain link. Yeah, so they haven't activated a reaction. They never take go again. We'll do the 4. Problem is, we have mostly red traps left. Yeah. I'm glad we did 4, but obviously we only get 2. This. It's minus. Beta reactions changing. It seems like they don't do reactions or go again. Well, I suppose we're shutting down the helmet every time. We're gonna run out of traps. I don't think we have enough damage to burn. I think I shouldn't have blown the fire breather in the first turn, especially if it was doing nothing. But we can heal up with Tome, which we definitely like. Only problem is it will shut down any arsenal traps we draw. Which makes us very glad that they got rid of. Well, there's our attack turn. He's just doing a naked axe. So is this our turn to not do anything? Or does he have reaction this time? I think, because he thinks our gimmick is just traps. Yeah, he avoids. So we actually baited him into our combo turn. That's very nice. So hopefully we can get enough damage across to actually burn a little bit. So the heart is wonderful to pitch. We kind of just want blue pitches. The bottom that. Top that. Heal up. Cool. Let's just premeditate fire breather. It doesn't have to be played from the arsenal, right? It does. So it goes to the arsenal. Teleshare would kind of be better to take here. Alright, see what they block with. So I have to get them low enough where our burn does enough damage with our traps. I don't think it should be too hard. Definitely burn at least the 2. Basically, you just click it until you're over the top of whatever they're doing. Right? No, we don't need the strategic planning. We definitely go 3 more. See, now this one makes sense, right? Because it's 4. So it's in even trade, right? We're at 11, they're at 11. Yeah, so we might as well just cycle the boulder trap. We'll get it back eventually, so we get use out of it. And the Ponder token is what we really want, to be able to put something into the arsenal. Give me my Ponder. What? I'm not crazy. I should be getting a Ponder token, right? The next time attack action card hits a hero this turn, create a Ponder token. We got damage across. They had 4 and 7. 4 and 7 makes 11. We did 13. This isn't do damage, this is plus damage. Whatever. No go again, no go again. So just mitigating damage. So I think even in the first turn, it just bugged out. I actually did do damage. No, because they were 19-19. Yeah, no, 20. Yeah, Riptide starts on 19. So even on the first turn, I got gypped with no Ponder. So we definitely want strategic planning. Burns of the past we don't really care about. We need to start landing the actual trap burn effects. Although it appears like they don't have go again. So it doesn't really matter. That's unfortunate. I mean, we're playing strategic planning next turn. Does it matter if it's in the arsenal? No. Question is, what trap is the correct trap to pull back? Alright, action, not defense reaction. Never mind. What is the... I can take their cards? Really? Bomb of its own deck. No, it goes back to them. So premeditate's definitely the right thing to do. Except I don't have attack, so no, it's not the right thing to do. Just more block. Remembrance is what I'm thinking of. No, I think Remembrance is... actions as well. I think we're out of WinCon. Inertia's not in effect. Right, which we really need it to be. So, I'm ahead, I'm gonna take the 4. Right, I can always react if they do stuff. We don't really care about the vigor, it does nothing. I need to be using the traps to actually land their damage. It's definitely Blood Rot. Do I burn the Stew Secrets? To draw a card with it's not of any interest. We have to land 9 traps. I think we can do it. We draw a Codex, so we only have 4 traps. Burn attacking hero played or activated a reaction this chain link. So the greater we should be able to do, especially if they're just going to stack up tokens. Yeah, so next turn we know they have the plus damage, and they get to go again. No, they don't get the plus damage, I'm thinking it might. They have go again, which we no longer care about, because I used all the go again traps. Yeah, so this is where it comes down to a pilot issue, where I've just done poorly. Hopefully they do play reaction. But it's only the helmet, so they won't. Definitely need to keep one Fire Breather alive. So Tripwire is what we really want to play. We can't play it until we can play it. I guess it's just mitigate some damage. Prevents them from reacting with it, too. We're really hoping they go for a big swing turn. Okay, we have reaction, go again. No, reaction, greater, reaction. Reactions are definitely the wrong thing. The go again would have come in handier. They're debating. Play one, please. Let's play one. No. I have to get rid of some of the traps. So I think it's inertia. Free up a slot. And then hope their next attack. Actually, no, the go again doesn't matter. I mean, it matters for us. What else do they have in their deck? They have nothing. It's fine. We got all day. The thing is, with someone skilled enough to know all the trap interactions and memorize them all, I think this could actually perform well. Because it literally shuts them down. You kind of actually don't want to tripwire first. We get them to play it, that's the question. They're taking one there. I mean, they're gonna whittle us down. I don't know why they pay. That doesn't make sense to me. There's no hit effects. I guess we take the 2. And just hope for a better trap. What's most likely? The grey damage is the most likely effect. Hey, fish. We know they have Einstein response, so we kind of want to base the Einstein response into a Blood Rot. As long as they just keep naked swinging, they've figured out our deck. Oh, that's awesome to hear. Too bad there's no events going on, right? So it's just casual play. We want points on board. So the problem is, so if I play Inertia, he's less likely to Iron Song. Well, no, because it's not a strong effect, I suppose. Yes! Thank you. Right? Because now I can play all my traps for burn damage and then just fish for 4 more traps. Is that the smart thing to do? Blood Rot definitely helps. I think it's not. I think I have to get lucky. And we just play enough traps where we stop taking damage. But we need these trigger events so that we keep whittling him down with the burn damage. Doesn't really matter about the arsenal. I'm definitely out of trap, so I need Remembrance. Well, I don't think Remembrance gets us back defense reactions. Yeah. I think it's a good first showing, though. And we can do this the best way possible. No, because it's not instant. The Boulder Trap pendulum is definitely correct. We're out of traps. I just need to hold them better. And think about which traps to use when. And technically we're not out. We're pretty much out. Codex definitely helps. There's too many resources left. I need to just hold Fire Breather. What I just have to do. Draw card doesn't matter. I think I'm gonna get rid of Burn to the Past. We need him to react and play Go again. Which is never gonna happen. I mean, you could take, like, Endless Arrow for this scenario. Something to do at the end. But I think taking Talishare would have been better. Yeah, you swing it blankly. You can have it. That must have been so painful for him. I'm sorry, I really am. This is why we don't like fatigue. But there you go. You can stall out Blitz with Riptide. Alright, where did we go wrong? I definitely didn't use the traps to their full effect, but I just tried to use them more reactively. The first turn Fire Breather was definitely horrible. Premeditate not working with Fire Breather is also horrible. But other than that, I think it's a decent first showing. What we want, though, is definitely Remembrance. Anything to pull stuff out of the graveyard. Right, because even just the codexes, getting them back over and over again is nice. There are ways to return the traps, we'd be happy. Target attack, so that's a no. No, that's a banish. Contraband. Non-attack action card, nope. I think Remembrance, but even that's only action cards. I mean, I do like strategic planning because you draw back, you get to cycle something, and you get draw. So maybe it's just more strategic plannings. Why am I, out of curiosity, what color version am I running? I'm running blue. And this is just 1 or greater, 1 or less. No, but most of our things are 0 anyway. So I think we get rid of burdens. Put in another strategic planning. So we're abusing Mask of Malicious Manifestation by having only Fire Breather in our deck, right? So it's an always fine Fire Breather. I mean, you can swing for like 20 damage if you get 2 real ins for max value and a 3 of a kind. If there are more blue traps, we'd be a lot happier. There's just not. We're running every single trap possible as well. Yeah. So we have maximum value off of Brilliant. I mean, just more Blood Rot. I don't think there's any other way for us to really develop it without attacks. Yeah, if stuff like this was just your next attack. We can do that. We can just do next attack and see what comes up. Just ways to buff Fire Breather a little bit more. I mean, Toxic Tips. I don't really use the braces. The guaranteed token as well. I was thinking Nourishing Emptiness, but it's not enough damage unless we have solid ways to buff it. And if we go the other route of taking reaction cards to buff it, then that's just putting way too much up to chance. Unless we leave it to, say, the very end. Right? Where we burn through all our traps. We've cycled back all the other cards. And then we go into Nourishing Emptiness. That could work. You'd also not really need Mask then, right? If you're just holding out till it's the last card in your deck. And the other thing I like is Fire Breather early, so that the burn damage from Riptide, right, they don't think about it as much. Whereas if you get them well enough with the burn damage from Riptide to try and KO them, they're going to be a lot more defensive. If we just try and do a big Fire Breather as soon as possible, and then just slowly whittle them down with trap damage. That was my mentality when making the deck. You know, inventory some stuff. The gold hit effects are actually kind of nice too, because then we could work back in, cash out, cash in. Because with Fire Breather, it is definitely easy enough to make stuff like this hit. Dominates, plus Premeditates, anywhere Mouth is, plus Pummel, plus Teleshare. Yeah, take the weapon instead. Although, do you mean dominate as in from Nourishing Emptiness? But again, in theory that sounds awesome. That sounds exactly like what we want. But then we bank on finding two of the cards, 3 of the cards, right? Because we can find Nourishing Emptiness with the Mask. That's that done, right? That's nice. You can kill like a. We'd also then only run 1 copy, right? And just pitch it away whenever we don't need it. And just play absolutely defensively. The only thing I will add is it's a real in, because it can only. Side would be good. Yeah, Warmongers. I'm not thinking about that because we were basically doing nothing. The Warmongers would actually be really good. Oh wait, no, you said Recital. Next attack. Card you play this turn gains +2 if it hits. Put it on the bomb. Ah, right. Endless Fire Breather. Okay. Alright. We're cooking. We'll put all these maybes in the inventory. But that definitely works better with Nourishing as well. To just cycle it. It never hits the graveyard, basically. If we take the red strategic planning, we can also use that to pull it out of the graveyard. and just always have the dominant effect of Nourishing Emptiness. Okay, you guys are onto something. Share. Taking an inventory for now, because yeah, I don't use the bow. I like the misdirect though, of the bow and quiver, right? Because then they think, oh yeah, we're Riptide, we have normal traps, and we're, I don't know, going for Endless Arrow or something like that. Pummel. The real in is getting us our resources, which we like. Just have to figure out the cost basis on what we're trying to do in a single turn. Remembrance and Frailty. What was the Frailty Codex? Each hero puts an attacker card from their graveyard face down into their arsenal. Each hero that does that discards a card, create a Ponder token, and they get a Frailty token. Okay. I remember the unban, I did not watch enough games. We also want Remembrance. I mean, I wouldn't mind taking this deck to Class Constructed too. Seeing how it performs there. Am I missing anything else? We said Money Where Your Mouth Is. So Money Where Your Mouth Is allows us to run cash in, but I think that's getting too greedy. I mean, the +3 is definitely great. I mean, we don't really have to wager. But it would make me want to then run cash in as +1s. Because just going into your opponent's turn with 5 traps, just again, the versatility, so that you can make sure to land the burn damage, is definitely really desirable. Question is the cards to cut. I can definitely take out some of the traps, but I still want maximum value off of Brilliant. The Eye in the Heart can probably go. Nourishing for 9, dominate with 1 blue is gross. Yeah, just one buff to it. And then you have the intellect for the trap as well. Okay. I'm game. We'll put Fire Breather back to them, maybe. Still take both copies. Or does that become erroneous at any point? The website, it's February. Probably the best deck builder for Flesh and Blood Online, right? Forget the other one that people use. I can just throw Toxic Tips in there as well. And you could get some buff off of Braces. We do have a decent amount of reds and yellows. I think we like Warmonger's Recital. What do we cut? I mean, we don't have to stick with the Mage Master Boots. I do like that with the Tome combo. Although, as Riptide, are we really doing anything? Do we really care about the boots? See what other legs there are. Don't need arrows. Snapdragons, kinda, but one big swing is kind of all we want. Well, no, take Snapdragons and then take Teleshare. Right, would be the go. Oh, I have it in the inventory. Don't I? I already took it, yeah. That's the deck. Them and the maybes. Remembrance definitely slots in. I think the Inertia, Frailty, and Blood Rots you only put in depending on the matchup. Actually, one card short. We definitely like Warmongers. Is Frailty just strictly better than Strategic Planning? You have to discard a card, your opponent gets an out. You get the Ponder token, so you get the card back though. I do like Strategic Planning to pitch away stuff. To do secrets, we don't really need the cycle. I do like Pummel. It's a bit costly, and we want them to actually respond, because the whole idea would be nourishing emptiness into traps. So, we don't necessarily need the discard. Both Strategic Planning and... Yeah, okay. So we cut out the red, we cut out the blue and yellow. We stick the red in, because then it allows us to get nourishing emptiness back. And we put in the yellow codex. Okay, so we can get Nourishing Emptiness back through Strategic Planning, Codex of Frailty, and Warmonger's Recital. So technically we could play it up to 7 times. I mean, just 7 dominates for 6 is kind of good enough by itself, right? We still have 3 of a kind, as well as Reel In, just for a whole bunch of traps. The Heart and the Eye. We don't really need the Eye as much. I think the Heart is definitely worth having to cycle, right? Just gaining the resources. There aren't that many cards we are pitching into, though. And do we like Toxic Tips more than Races? I think it's kind of more consistent, because it's either, if we always pick Blood Rod, it's damage, and we have the versatility if we want to pick the other effects. We'll do Toxic Tips. It is just attacks, it's not arrows, right? Next attack action card, yeah. Yeah, I think Heart, not the Eye, and just another Remembrance. Another Remembrance is maybe a tad of overkill, but then we can also cycle back the codexes, which does help. And even like 3 of a kind to have another big hand of draw, or even the buffs. I guess cycling back Premeditate is probably the best thing from it. You'd run Art of War? But not for the, I guess not for the draw. Just the go again, basically? The go again and +1. So then you can always nourishing into a swing. Problem is, we only get 3 swings. We have way more nourishings than swings at this point. I mean, we take the second copy of nourishing, then, well, one's in the graveyard, it's a bit no good. Yeah, it's an instant you can reload. Ah, right, yes. You are smart, fish. Instant effects that we can play, which makes me then want to put Seduce Secrets back as well, as a way to reload traps. Prefer Glide Gauntlets. Isn't it 2 cost? I suppose it is damage. No, it's not 2 cost. It affects 2 cost. Okay. Not inventory. Find the other Art of War. Is Tome necessary at this point? We're not running the boot, so no. But we'd just be taking the Purge for the block? Yeah, because we don't have arrows. And we don't need that many go again, then, right? Because again, we only have 3 uses. It doesn't work with Nourishing Emptiness, I don't know what I'm thinking. Okay. Still like Flying Breather, right? Because just I like having 1 card with a lot of damage. Yeah, and what's the theoretical? Say you reel in 4 cards, so that's 8 cards. You then have a 3 as well. That's another 3 cards. So it's 11 cards minus 3 is 8 cards. So it's plus then 2 and 1. So say it's 7 cards. So it's anywhere from 14 to 21 extra damage, maybe. For Fire Breather. It's gonna be so good. I just want to use it to set up Wide Blue Yonder. Definitely what we're going to build with new. Anyway, I digress. What's their chakra? Gets +3, 1 for 3 or 1 for 5 if you transcended. Anyway. Let's give Riptide another go. Okay, so we got guaranteed 2 damage. So even 8 with Dominate's nice. Trying to premeditate, it's 11. Yeah, so we just play reactively until we can swing with Nourishing. Or if we get buffs, we can just use the mask to find Nourishing. Ooh. I didn't take any Arcane switches. Yeah, this is definitely the worst matchup. We have Codex straight away. We can use Frailty. We kind of just double trap, and then our turn, we mask. We Art of War, we just try and do as much damage as possible, I guess. Before they get to the point where they burn us down. They don't have reactions, but this doesn't have an on-hit effect, I guess. We don't need to put a card in our arsenal. Actually, no, I should have, right? Because it's 1 extra draw. Yeah. Yeah, we should put Codex into our arsenal. Alright, we'll play the other trap, I'm sure. Just play it now. We know they're not reacting. I guess it depends what damage they're doing. If they just end, it was definitely a misplay. Next, Sword Attack. Interesting. Why? Deep blue plus nourishing, if we draw in... Sorry, plus mask turns nourishing from a red to a blue that we can then cycle back and play for free. You don't like that combo? I like that combo. If we drew into it, I could show it off. But we didn't. So we just mask. Might as well play the Art of War to swing. No, we can literally just juggle nourishing at this moment. If I had nourishing in this hand, I'd show you clear a trap. I guess that makes sense. I think we sync one codex, right? Because we're just doing nourishing. I have to count now. There's enough resources if we pitch away the Pitfall with Deep Blue. Right? 4 and 4? Yeah. I'm keeping Deep Blue. Maybe. We'll see how this... What did I just do? Excuse me? I just misclicked something, didn't I? Pass? Yeah, that was my bad. So, Art of War. We go again, we go buff. Do I like the first one or the second one, I wonder? It doesn't matter, first one. Codex ends the chain, so it goes into the graveyard. Yeah, Arsenal's full, so they don't get benefit. So you don't like Deep Blue? Oh, that was pretty cool. Now we get a ton of traps. I mean, yeah, in this scenario to clear out the frailty trap, and we didn't get a ton of traps. How? 6 draw, 24 traps, I think, if not more, and we didn't draw a single one. At least it does go again. Problem is, actually no, we have a frailty. We can go for Nourishing Emptiness again. Alright, this is kind of disgusting. There are only so many traps though. Do we care about 4? I think we use the Purge Grapplers now. Trying to keep our hand. I haven't counted it out, so that's why I'm just playing it rough. But we go Warmongers, Premeditate, Codex, Nourishing goes back to the deck. So then we might as well use Blood Roar as well. Did I miss anything? Do we play Codex first? I guess we just play Codex first. Codex puts into the arsenal, right? Yeah. So we go pass. What do you mean? This is stock standard, right? We need to pitch. Yeah, so we get rid of the Blood Rod. This is normal Riptide. Come on. Normal Dominate Riptide. Haven't you? It's meta. Okay, just casual quell, dominate after a turn with 9 and 7. Think below? No. See? You don't even need Arcane Barrier against Emperor with this deck. But, right, to be fair, again, that was possible because I had Deep Blue. You want to trench me? You start with Nourishing, you Deep Blue it away, goes to the bottom of your deck, you find it with Mask, you play it for free. On-board combo. Right? That was pretty insane. That's a good clip for YouTube. Right? I'll chop it up into shorts and I'll just Alright, well, Trench would have been 1. But you also lose the card from Trench. That's my issue. I don't like things that make me go minus in hand. This is just add card value. But Deep Blue in the scenario I just said would have been 2 energy. Deep Blue in that scenario was 3 energy. Well, no, what did I cycle away with it? I cycled the yellow, so it was 1 energy in that. There's some merit to it, there's some merit to this. The better merit to Trench is obviously it's continuous, so it's much better. I think Class Constructed, you'd take it. So in Class Constructed, you'd still only get 1 payoff though. Yeah, I sank a yellow. Cool. Plus it then has the Arcane Barrier. So if you could guarantee, well, if you played something first, Nourishing would be in the arsenal, and then you could use Trench with the Mask. But see, Trench with the Mask doesn't net you anything. I think Class Constructed, fully agree with the Trench. For Blitz, for power plays, just speaks to me. Being able to cycle Nourish away and play it for free, basically. If only we made a new version of the deck, right? Because this shows matchups, doesn't it? Results. Yeah. Does it have most damage? Eh. Alright. I think, what's the time? We got 1 more final act in me. I need to delete decks. Stuff I don't play anymore. Other versions of Melody can go. I do like Snatcher Prism. Old Melody can go. That can go, that can go, that can go, that can go. We'll just stick with those 2 decks. Problem is, I will play that deck again, and it will never go that way. That was disgusting. Just back-to-back codexes. God, against Emperor. We won't go first. Take that. Take that. I take the Null Rune. I think Tunic is still better. It's the same person, isn't it? God, if I could just dunk on them first turn. Do I try? I'd have to gold the performance bonus and hope for another attack in order to do it. Or we stash a card, wait 1 turn. I think we stash a card, wait 1 turn. We stash an Art of War and we don't care if they destroy it. We get lead the charge. Still allows us to play the 2 Art of Wars. I think we go for it. If you float 1 energy with a yellow, you can actually play Codex Frailty, Arsenal, H card, and hand then trenching it away to have 2 floating energy with Codex of Frailty resolves. So you still get the Arsenal proc. That's what you're saying. So you still get the Arsenal proc of the Codex, because before it's resolved, you've already stashed one with Riptide's effect and trenched it away. That hurt. I don't know if that was loud enough. So a snatch. I have no way to extend it anyway. But that puts me in range, which is bad. I mean, Tunic's not up, so I could just use the Tunic to block, but I'm still kind of in range. If they have it. No, it's 10, not 12. Why do I always think it's 12? Yeah, exactly. So rather than discard a random card in your hand, you keep it in the deck. Ah, Sigil. You still have plenty of damage. Maybe. Again, I need to actually find the things. But that allows them to Waning Moon now. No? That seemed a bit off, the way they ended their turn. I feel like they could have done the 2 damage. Draw, go again. Just please draw into an attack. We did not. So I have to burn the gold. Attack. Singular attack. God. Blind Strike. Well, it's bust unless I cycle the other final act and hope. We used up all the luck on the Riptide game, I guess. Yeah, we were 1 card off an attack. But we still have our Arcane Barrier. So I guess we play defensive. I've wasted too much HP though in this matchup. Unfortunately. Where's the least block? Technically wage gold. So we can Tunic, go to 3 cards. If we get cash out, we can sort of go for it. We're too low anyway. Right, they have what they need? They don't. Alright, something. The 1 floating definitely helps. There's the Encore. It's so tiny though. Such a baby final act. Do I double down or do I just keep 1 in the graveyard? I think I double down. We should be dead any turn anyway. Yeah, probably if they're letting 5 through. they're clustered up, so we had extended the draw of the silver. We maybe could have gone to it. Maybe not. Has to be KO this turn, surely. Storm Riders? No, they only have Swell Tiding. If we come back somehow, I'll be very surprised. Okay. Not okay. We don't have Art of War. We need to lead the charge, I'm pretty sure. We've pitched both of them away. And I have to face tank damage if I want to try and get the combo off. I suppose I can get rid of a little. Zone 5 anyway. Too late. I can literally just Storm Striders anything. Yeah. Yeah. Oh well. Come on, I just want one win before we go. I will consider the trench merit. The other question to ask yourself is, how often do we just need one versus a burst turn, right, with what we're doing? Excuse me. So art is more efficient over the course of the game. Does it have as much impact as getting that extra resource again in the scenario of we're pitching red? Come on, give me silver. B. 2. We'll take 2. Burn, lead the charge, and stash the Art of War. That's probably the correct go. We're trying to go for it early. Another pick a card. The blues, that helps. Pick card is sort of an out. We'd also go for one more turn. Is what I'm sort of feeling. Does that go again? Yeah. So then they just swing, right? Maybe we don't have another turn. Oh. Oh no, the hand's not super busted. The charge helps. Yeah, so they can go Battlefield Blitz, Prayer, Swing, which is 6. It could be lethal. Probably is lethal, actually. We didn't get silver, so it was completely wasted on my effort. But there's everything we need. We have a +1, so we can block with 1 card. So it's no, they have the resource. It's a 4 into the other card swing. No, it's that into a swing. God, I need to commit there. Cards to memory. You run Premeditate, there'll be a situation where you're going to want to clear your arsenal to play Codex of Frailty. Premeditate. I think you overestimate how much I take the card advantage from just always putting something into the arsenal. Even the traps. I only put a trap in the arsenal if it has the whole play. Because on the opponent's turn, I'd rather play from hand than play a trap, right? Rather than go trap, hand, trap. Because 2 traps seems to be where you need to be. But maybe. We'll see. We'll play the deck a bit more later on and see. Okay. Was it worth waiting? That's the question. We have 1 final act, so we're halfway there. Cycle with the silver burst, see what we get. Actually, I think in this instance there's no... Unless we draw the other cash in, it's always pay for the cash in. Which arm do they have? 4, 6. The HP threshold's a bit of an issue. What you thinking about? That damage come in handy, but then they lose a card from hand. I don't think there's many instances they have. I saw them running Soul Food. That was an instant, wasn't it? Really? Can I just, like, make them pass and keep going? Well, that's our anticlimactic end. Guess we give it a tick and see if they come back. But most likely, it's gonna be a no. Unfortunate. Fine. 1 more. Now I'm thinking, this combo setup in new, right? So if we still use Mask, is there a way to get Nourishing and then have enough blue pitchables to make the Into the Blue Yonder worthwhile? You'd still need all the other draw elements that we usually run in combo to make it work. There might be something there. Again, just always having the centerpiece available is really good. And they have access to the codexes, correct? Assassin Ranger, yeah. So I do want to try and get the Blue Yonder to work. We're going first against Victor. There's nothing we want to switch. Alright, double pick a card and we can burn the Ripple. That's nice. Play the blue first in case they do anything. Chuck Slam. Yeah. Sable. Alright, we got the 2. And burn the Ripple away. Do we get Arsenal the way to go just for the draw? Yeah, I think so. We could have also swung to get rid of it. But it looks like we're going for another slow turn. Trexam deals 4 more. Attack action cards can't gain. Yeah, so this is a problem. So many shutdowns. Guess it's just block for 5. I didn't write down any of the cards they had either, in terms of reactions. I think it's still better next turn to play the wage gold, rather than taking the maybe 1 silver, maybe 2 silver if I get super lucky. Then we can stash the cash in, and that's significantly better. That wage. Yeah, because then they get an extra draw as well. Okay, give me draw. I kind of helps. The 2 lead the charges are definitely horrible. I guess it's another block turn. We just have to hope that the one we let through doesn't impede our combo at all. There we go, that's better. Sort of. Don't obviously like the yellows, but helps. Lose the cash in. God, that sucks though. We like the positive draw. I mean, I'd have to sink everything from my hand. Yeah, so we just have to let the cash in go. Very unfortunate. We have a little bit of opt. I don't have a pummel or anything to follow up. I don't think so. Trying to figure out what my game plan is. Basically die or kill you. Okay. Thank you. Definitely Tunic. Definitely Mage Master. Definitely Tome. Use the Eye. We want the Art of War, we don't want another pick card. So I continue getting draw. Into an attack. Any attack, except Final Act. You know what? I think that also adds to it. So when I look at the timer and our turns take ages, I never factor in their decision making because I'm guessing it's just a timer on our end. As long as it's on our turn, everything adds up on our side. Oh, another Art of War. It's tricky though. You're not floating that many resources. I could use the gold first and hope for... No, we don't have Lead the Charge. So it's just Art of War for the time. Save the silver and gold. Draw 2, buff. Still need the Final Act though. Definitely cash in off the gold. So that we can play the pick a card. Yeah, now we need silver. God. Thunderquake. We got 1. Better than nothing. Show me Final Act. Just show me final act. Just show me final act. And we can pull back a wage gold. But it's pretty much a bust again. If I use Encore... No, it's wage gold swing. Yeah, it's wage gold swing. All that for 9 damage? No, plus the 1. Feels great to high roll on the decks, but this is the downside as well. I don't think it would be enough damage either, because they're quite tanky. The thing is, they still only really try and do one thing with their turn. But yes, that one thing will be more than enough to make us dead. And watch, we'll draw into the final act right now. 3 cards away. But double blue, so if we had more luck with the silver, we would have been fine. They're only coming back for us. Do I put up a fight? That's the question. I don't think I do, because I do have to go. This time, yeah. Almost won. So we got a really, really fun show-off of the Riptide deck you guys helped me build. So, I'm satisfied. That was gross. That was back-to-back gross. Anyway, anyone hanging around, thank you. Anyone watching posts, thanks as well. Hope you enjoyed. See you around.